Hey guys, Pam here with CraftHow with another DIY on demand for you. Today we're going to be replicating a design. This was a request on Facebook. Someone said that they had a window that was 7 inches by 35 inches that they wanted to try to fill with this pattern for a privacy screen, which I thought was such a cool idea. So I wanted to make sure that we can get some traction on how to do that. But this design was really small. The picture that she had on there was not large enough to replicate properly, so I'm going to show you how to do it from scratch and show you that large projects don't have to be intimidating. I am going to move really fast though, so you can always slow down the video if you need to. So this is a spiral that I got off Wikimedia. It is free for commercial use, it's public domain. So I copied the picture, traced it, filled it with white, and then created an offset, and then grouped it together after centering. Group. And then I know that I wanted my largest spiral to be no bigger than 4 inches, so I created a 4-inch circle and then sized my spiral to be that size. From there, I created a box in Silhouette Studio that was going to be the size of the window. So in the case of the larger box, the 7 inches by 35 inches. And then created a 1-inch internal offset there. And then I was going to start filling in my box with spirals. And then I decided that an easier way would be to create some smaller sections. So I just started layering the spirals on top of each other and changing some of the sizes until I got a configuration that I liked. And then you can always bring different ones to the front until you get a grouping you like that kind of works well together. And then add in extra spirals to group everything so that it's a seamless pattern. And then once you have enough to fill the size that you need, then I put a big white rectangle behind it and then traced it. And once you trace it, that creates a solid element. From there, I wanted to fill it in so that you could see that it is just one solid image, a singular image. And then I took the internal dimensions again of the mirror or of the window and added a 1/2 inch to all sides, so 34.5 instead of 34, and then 6.5 instead of 6, and then centered that on my new pattern. And then you want to crop that, so select both of those items, Object, Modify, Crop, and then you end up with this. And then one thing that you want to make sure to do is to group that together, because some of the pieces are completely detached from the group. So you want to make sure that you select your whole thing, group it together, and then that's the piece you're going to move on to for the final step. So you're going to go back to your dimensions again. So here's the 35 by 7, this is the 34 by 6. And then you're going to center those together, right click, and make them a compound path to create a frame. I filled it so that you guys could see it, and then you're going to take your grouped image, lay it over your frame like I've done here, center, and then select both elements, right click, weld, and that'll create one solid image like it's done here. And this is basically how you guys are going to use the steps to create your own custom repeating pattern. Super, super easy. I know it looks a little intimidating, but large projects really don't have to be. If you guys have any questions, leave them in the comments below. I'd be happy to answer them. If you have any other questions in the Silhouette groups, you can find me. Look for Pamela. I'm on Facebook, facebook.com/CraftHow. And I hope you guys experiment and do some more big projects, because they can be a lot of fun and they create a huge impact in your home. So I look forward to hearing from you guys. Have fun and keep creating.